I'm here at the Joe Biden town hall here in Des Moines, one day before the Iowa caucuses, and I wanted to talk to his supporters about what policy positions they support of Joe Biden's, because when he gives his stump speech at all of his events, I haven't really heard any policy specifics about the future. In terms of his policy proposals, is there anything that sticks out to you about why you support him policy-wise?
Not really, because he is, to me, has touched base in my favor on all of his policies, whether it be health care, terrorism, the economy. I'd like to see him do a little bit more on health care, coming down to more of a level that I think the American people can understand, but I think he's in the right direction.
So what policy-wise sticks out to you with Joe Biden?
It all starts with your heart, and everything else. Anybody who has experienced the kind of pain that he has done with the loss of his sons and relatives, he knows what pain is all about, and for that reason he can connect with other Americans that feel the same kind of pain. And when you can feel other people's pain, that's 90% of it. You empower, you collect experts to fix the problems.
What about his policies stick out to you in terms of what do you support that he's proposing?
Well, I think that there are policies and there's temperament. So temperament is probably number one for me. Policy-wise, getting health care back on track.
And Bernie Sanders has kind of positioned himself as the healthcare candidate. What about Biden's healthcare proposals make you more confident in his approach?
Bernie's approach essentially creates a healthcare monopoly, and I don't like monopolies. The Obama-Biden approach allows health care to be distributed across a number of providers, which provides that robustness you get when multiple individuals or entities are involved.
So you want it to remain somewhat private as opposed to it being a public right?
I do not want a pure public system.
What are your favorite policy proposals of his, or what sticks out to you policy-wise?
A lot of them. Climate control. Let's get the licensing for the guns back how it should be. We don't need these big arms out there for the average American. Yes, we want to hunt and we want to do all that, and we can do that. But we also can have our kids safe at school.
What policy-wise, though, from Biden sticks out to you?
In terms of policy, some of the things I really like to see is that the reform of Obamacare, getting back to its core and sort of, making sure that there is a public option. I think that's something that when it was left out in 2010, we really missed out on something like that. It's truly unfortunate. I really like his policy on cancer. I've had so many people in my family die because of cancer, and I think that his promise to really invest in cures for cancer is something that we can do as a country and recognize the importance of, funding science and believing science, and I think that's something that we really need to bring back as a country.
And truly, lastly,
Yeah.
we saw under Obama that he
Yeah.
started, I think, from compromised positions, and then it just got watered down. What would be
Correct.
different about Joe Biden?
That's something that you're going to struggle with no matter what. I think compromise is a function of what the institutions of our government are. I think without fundamental change, you're not going to have any compromise. Obama's first term was the most moderate president in U.S. history, right? And so with that, you're going to find things that are moderated policies. It's not going to fit traditional party norms. I think what you have to recognize with that is that the majority of Americans are not Democrats, not Republicans, but independents.
But then how do we change the systemic problems that led to Trump in the first place?
How do we change them? We help them. I think that's the key, really. I mean, what we have to really get down to at the end of the day is that there are systemic problems facing our country. And I question whether or not a revolution, which is dividing a party in half right now and another party won't agree with it, is not even getting done in the first place,